There are going to be poor driving conditions today, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay. Oh, it actually died down for a second. Today is not going to be the best day to be out driving. There's sustained 20 to 30 mile an hour winds from the northwest, and with gusts possible up to 50 miles an hour. So not the best day to be out driving something like this, but we're going to do it anyway. If it gets too bad, we may have to abort mission and park it for a while. I have a time sense that I always say, if you don't have to drive when it's on a windy day, then don't. And I don't have to. I have a lunch planned to meet up with somebody in Brawley, California. That could always be canceled or postponed. But I do have an appointment in the morning in Acapulco Wells. That's near Anza-Borrego, California. I do have something I don't want to miss in the morning, so we're gonna give it a try. And it's still pretty early, mid-morning. It's gonna get worse as the day goes on, and we got about 100 miles to go. And the sooner we get started, the better. We can always abort mission if it gets too out of hand, if it's too white-knuckling. There's one thing in particular I want to stop. You know, we got to go across the Imperial sand dunes, and that might be, well, that might not be good. There could be sand drifts across the road, because it does get stronger down in that area for a bit. So that might not be good. It's probably going to be passable, but there's an overlook up there that just overlooks the sand dunes, and with these winds it just could be like a spectacular kind of probably nothing new to the locals, but it might be something cool to see. So we're gonna let Bella go here one more time, and once we get on the road too, I'm probably gonna have to stop. Let me see if I can stop this wind a little bit. We're probably gonna have to stop before we get to the sand dunes and let her out again, because I don't want to let her out when we're at the sand dunes, because you know, sand blowing, you know, I don't want Bella to be getting sand in her eyes. So somewhere before we get there, we're gonna make sure she has a proper break. See what I mean? All right, we're gonna get on the road here. Well, that was just brutal. There was no recording while we were
Turn left onto California 78 West, South Neighbors Boulevard.
While we were on the interstate. We had to come out 7.5 miles on the interstate, and it was definitely a two-handed.
Continue on California 78 West for 7 miles.
It was definitely two hands on the wheel at all times. Wow. The wind is hitting us directly from the side. Here we'll have a tailwind for a while, so we'll get good gas mileage, and this will be easy, at least for a while, till we turn directions again. Alright, so I'll be back. We're going to stop up here and get out here in a minute, take a little break. We're most of the way down to the sand dunes, and I know it doesn't show it here, so we're going to get out up here. I'm going to show you how windy, just how windy it is. I know you can't tell here while we're driving. I've got both hands on the wheel, and just keeping it steady. But let me tell you, we're getting pushed around a little bit here, and yeah, we're going to get out up here. Let Bella out. Give me a break. this has been a somewhat brutal drive down here today. It really has. I don't know if you can hear this. Let's see here. Let's see here. Is it down here? The wind has been coming out of the north, and we're coming south, so we have quite a tailwind. And it's fine as long as we're going south. It's like we're going downhill. It's barely got the foot on the gas. We're just cruising. It's nice. As soon as there's an area where we have to zigzag kind of through an agricultural area, and as soon as we turn to the right to go west, then the wind's hitting our the passenger side, and it's really a handful. It's a little nerve-wracking. It's not so much. People refer to that as like, that's a white knuckle driving. You know, you're holding the steering wheel so tight. I've done this long enough. It's not so, it doesn't bother me that, but it's just taxing on, you know. It is. It's both hands on a wheel, keep it in the lane, and steady as she goes. It just wears you out quicker. So it's not that bad that it's impossible to drive, and I know it freaks a lot of people out. And they are white knuckling it. They're like, I'm fearing for their life, but you know, it's okay. It just takes longer. Take my time. All right. Well, the sand dunes are just up ahead. The sign just said road work ahead the next 7 miles. I don't know if that's just regular road work or if that's related to sand removal or something. I don't know yet. We are now entering the Imperial Sand Dunes Recreation Area. Don't think there's a lot here other than restaurant and lots of RV camping and for those to recreate the area. It's a Glamis beach store. Alright, we're gonna go get to this this overlook up here. Yeah, there's certainly fueling stations for all the ATVs, well, the RVs too, and regular traffic. But I see a lot of RV and sand toy storage facilities. And a place that sells firewood. Oh yeah, we got some sand blown across the road, but hasn't accumulated. Well, actually, there was a little spot back there, but we're just at the beginning. Man, is it windy. My door is rattling. Day to be working out on the, what a day to be out doing road work. All right, we gotta stop up here. Sand blowing across the road and accumulating, but look how beautiful it is. I can see where there was a lot of tracks on the hillside from ATVs, but the thing is, when it gets windy, It just all gets renewed. You know, the tracks get all filled in, and they just become these perfectly unblemished sand dunes. I don't know what the holdup is here. There's the road construction. There's a red light up there, so it's, you know, one way at a time. It goes up and around that hill way up there. And I can see the restrooms up on top. There's a what is it? An overlook, a rest area sort of thing up there on top. So that's what we're shooting for. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on up there. You can see up above that truck. See if we can get some focus, please. Alright, cars are starting to come down the other side. Wow. This is interesting. Kind of exciting, right? Yeah, I'm anxious to get up on that. Where is it? Where I put it? Where did I put it? The rest area. Where is it? It's up there? Yeah, we're going up there. Should have a nice view from up there. Big parking lot up there. Man, these people are just flying through this sand. Hey, if they can do it, we can do it too, right? If we see sand, just floor it. Alright, they're almost all done. That's our turn. Away we go. This is called the Osborne Overlook.
In a quarter mile, make a U-turn.
Yeah, talk about feeling like you're on another planet. It's, yeah, you see with all that blowing sand, that would not be, that'd not be good down at Bella's level. You're getting sand in her eyes.
Make a U-turn.
this audio will be unusable as soon as I walk out here about 3 steps. Oh, let me try. I'll hold it close to myself and try to block it. When I turn sideways and look to my left, okay, the wind's coming from my back. I glanced over to the left and it felt like the side of my face was being sandblasted. You can absolutely feel that sand. Yeah, it stings. Okay, it stings. I can feel it on the back of my ears. But look how beautiful. Seems like another planet, doesn't it? I can't look over there. See, I can't look over there where I had the camera pointed because it starts getting in my eye. And I have glasses on. It comes up beside them. I should backward. I'm gonna have to. I should just back up to the coachman until I bump into it. We're gonna try to peek around the corner here for a minute because you can see how the sand comes over the near side of the dune. Come on, look how nice. Look at this out there. Oh, it hurts. See how the dunes are forming. It's absolutely brutal out there. Oh, and my lunch. Me and Chuck's supposed to meet for lunch. Turns out Chuck had a brain fart, I guess, and thought it was tomorrow. He's just packing up and getting on his way. I told him, take your time. So, but anyway. So we're still going to Brawley. We're going to have lunch at a nice Mexican restaurant today, and then start getting our plan better dialed in, and seeing what extra supplies we might need for our little our trip. Some things coming up. So, but it's brutal out here. I was only out there a couple of quick snapshots and stuff, and probably 3 minutes. And man, I mean, the side of my face felt sandblasted. My back of my ears, and I went around this side over here, and I'm like, oh, getting in the back of my neck, and it's all stinging. You don't have to be out very long. The sand hits you hard enough. It's just, it's time. That's what I came for. It's what I wanted. I want to come out the sand dunes and witness the freaking sand blowing, and it's awesome. It's beautiful, but it's brutal at the same time. So we're gonna. Mission accomplished. We're gonna get that out of here and start heading towards Brawley for lunch. This really is such a weird sensation. I suppose in other countries, this is pretty common. This is probably the norm. Not what I'm used to up in the Northeast, all the lush
Next left,
green.
California 78 West.
Traffic control, wait and follow the pilot car. I'm gonna have to sit here and wait. Alright, this guy's gonna help me out here. Tell me when it's safe to go.
How you doing today?
Doing alright, pretty good actually.
Alright.
How are you?
Doing good. Just
Trying
going around.
to not get sandblasted.
Yeah. Or eat the sand.
Yeah.
They're heading up this way here momentarily, so as soon as the pilot car heads up, you can squeeze in with the rest of the vehicles.
Okay.
Or just wait until the end, whatever you feel safest with.
Yeah, alright.
Alright?
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, thank you.
Appreciate it. We're gonna sit here and wait a few minutes for the pilot car. They just went down over with a group of vehicles and gonna start back up this way pretty soon. Once they get up here, we'll just jump right on in with them and continue on to the southwest. This is really cool. This you know, that's what I wanted to see, and I got to see it. No extra charge for the sandblasting. We're having some drama here. The guy stopped, and he's got over here, I don't know if he's talking to his boss or who, but he's out here cussing and swearing because the traffic's not behaving. There's 2 trucks down there lagging behind. They're finally coming. I don't know what. There's seems to be some communication breakdown with the road crew. So what should you just say? Wave me on, tell me to go. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Big tractor trailer left a huge gap. Took him a minute to get started out since that pilot car stopped him in the middle of a hill. Way to go, pilot car. Anyway, left me a big gap to go ahead and leave. Alright, we get down out of these, I was gonna say out of these high winds, but there's gonna be high winds in the entire area. And, it's gonna get worse later on, but at least we'll be out of the sand. Looks like just a couple miles, 2 or 3 miles, and we'll be out of the sand area. Alright, now this truck has this is a sweeper truck. It looks like they're just like in a continuous, yeah, maybe when it gets windy, and then this is a tar truck, okay? So he's gonna sweep the sand that has accumulated off anyway. Then they're gonna spray, obviously spray a coating of tar down. Just doesn't seem the best weather to be road building. How odd, and it seems out of place, but look at all those purple flowers down there. And just out of the middle of nowhere, you know, there they are, a bunch of purple flowers. Is that weird or what? Alright, we're just coming out of the edge of the sand area where there's more vegetation that actually holds the sand in place. And more purple flowers. But look how much less sand is on the road. That's better. That is really pretty awesome. And here at the other very end is like another staging area for RVs and ATVs, water and stuff available. Probably a hot dog shack or something. We're at the end. Some more RVing down here and restrooms, but then you can see the vegetation out further. That's about it. And then a couple miles later, we're back to where it's all agricultural again. Fields of green. I don't think I've been in Brawley for about 3 years. And last time we was out the Salton Sea and Slab City and those places. That's been about 3 years ago, I think. And so we're in town. We're going to meet up with Chuck and have lunch. We're going to start getting our plan a little bit more detailed and worked out. The supplies and stuff we might need on a few things we're going to do. We want to be prepared for. We want to be prepared. So that's it. We're going to go meet up with Chuck, have lunch, and get on with things. I already know where we're staying tonight.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto South 9th Street.
Out of the it's out of an OHV area. It's going to be free camping. And maybe we'll just wrap this video up here.